Hi guys, I know that we are doing a Bible talk and we are trying to make sure that we make a larger impact. Now, so I know we talked about different programs and what we should do and how we should deal with the community. And I figured that we're all carpenters and we all do, one's a contractor, I'm a real estate, we should all just do things within that particular field to help us make, an impact in the community. And so I think we should consider doing something like Habitat for Humanity. Go out, build a program. Here's, here are blueprints and everything we need to sit down and just knock this out. We go out and build a house for the homeless or for somebody that's poor or somebody deserved within the community. And they'll love it and will bring recognition to us and we'll be able to really influence the community around this. I think that might be something we can all do. We can pull it off. It's all in our skill set.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot more than I want to bite off. We're already feeding the homeless, we're reaching out to the neighbors.
We were here when we went over to Alan's house and we got to sort of help him redo his garage and we got to sort of plaster the walls so we could get our sort of room we could be in. And I think we were actually able to have, I think a couple of Alan's friends were over there and we were able to help them and we got to work together. And it didn't fit in the time very well, but it was a lot of fun, don't you think?
Yeah, sure was.
We could probably take the this habitat process. Maybe we could do it and pulling people from our Bible talk. We could also pull in some of our friends and we could take them down there and construct this home. I mean, I think the plans look really good, but I think that pulling the people in, we could actually make sort of a fun Saturday of it and actually see a family that gets a house.
Really? I got the tools in my garage. I think we can.
Yeah, I think if you got a friend that gets some supplies,
I might break that out.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I think this could be a good idea.
Yeah, is that what you were talking about, Ron?
Yes, exactly.
So that's our presentation.
All right.
But our whole thought was that there's a lot of times somebody presents something with all the facts, and then there are other people that have actually done different things that go, oh, remember when we did this? And it's really like what I'm asking here. And I think it would have worked a little better if we had a larger group, but the whole idea that somebody who had maybe done different things with different people in the family group, helped them out, could go and say, hey, this is just what we've done already and had fun. And our goal would be to inspire people to do it versus, here's our plan. And a lot of times you hear our plan and someone says it's an exciting plan, but you don't remind them of actually why it's exciting, or you tie it to something where you had some influence. So the idea was I had some influence because we'd actually gone and worked on Alan's garage. So that was sort of the idea, is that you influence sometimes by what you do with somebody versus just the plan that you come up with.
Very good.
I think the other important thing is, you can have great ideas, but people aren't going to listen to you. It doesn't matter. So your ideas could be spectacular, they could be, really cutting edge, but if you can't communicate those ideas in a way that's palatable to people, or you don't have the influence over people in order to get them to listen to your ideas, they're going to fall into deaf ears. Whereas, when I said to Gary, I didn't have the influence over Gary that Keith did. So Keith was able to convince Gary to go forward with the plans and to implement them. So it's not just enough to have the idea, you got to have the influence in order to implement, or at least have someone on your team that believes in what you're doing to help you implement your ideas.
Well, I was going to say, that's interesting because it seemed like you were the Bible Talk leader, right?
Yeah.
It seemed. Right. But I think what's cool too is that you were able to sort of, instead of you being the one that has to influence and has to get through Gary, you were able to kind of step back and allow someone else, another person in the team, to be influential. I think that's a good sign of leadership, where it's not limited to your ability to influence, but allowing others to rise up and share perspectives and stuff like that. So you're sort of like a catalyst, I think, that then allowed someone else to remember something and present maybe your thought in a different way, which worked. So that's cool.
I'd like to piggyback on that. This indicates to me the importance of leadership, not of one person, but of corporate leadership, where you have different skill sets that, when put together, that becomes leadership. What we saw here was a presentation in a very objective way, but here we saw a man presenting the sizzle, not the steak. And that's then what ultimately influence the action of the group.
And personally, what I really liked about it was when Keith, you used a very emotional experience to relay your point. Like you reflected back to Alan's garage. Hey, remember when we were in Alan's garage with all the friends and we had people from the community? I started to feel like warm inside. I was like, wow, that's exactly the way I want to feel when I'm doing Habitat for Humanity. And I was like, I would join something like that. And I just thought that was a very poignant use of an emotional indicator.
Right.
I feel that way every time I talk to Keith, all woman first.
He wants to get influence over you. It's gonna get influence.
Did you shave the
Keep it going.
Okay, all right, thank you.